ups the round starts, so this is perfect. This is good. Rumba, it's all a bit for the caster, anyways. Hopefully they all
Listen,
spawn
bro,
in ample time to let me actually look at the
I
flag.
gotta tell you something, Adam. Look, Big Hung, his stats are not the best. He's at 11 and 16, but do keep in mind that is 33 rounds against 2B and 45E, and he's only down 5, 11 to 16. So we
Fire.
could see. I
That is
think we're
fire.
gonna see a farm game from him right now. He might get 30.
Now, when you say farm, what I'm looking at right now is a question of whether Chrome will on this 26 strong flank. We've got the Big Hunt Carjack Sage Mode Dave against Chrome Ops Section and Ducks. Into a lot of lineups in this game, that's probably a flank that you have to exploit to some extent. Chrome Ops is a star player, a top 5 player in the game probably. But the guys next to him probably don't carry that same weight, and the 26 have to play as a team to exploit the guys who aren't named Chrome on that flank if they want to win.
26 with a crash.
They're just it's
First the
just
TRRB, now 26th.
at some point. I mean, it's bad for stats, but maybe it's a void, or we have to go back to the spawn arena, let everybody spawn in, and then rotate. Because I think the rotate on the rotate is might be killing us right here. I'm not sure, not for sure though.
I'm gonna clear them to just 9v9 for a round because it's kind of insane. But
Oh, they're looking for a 9v9.
Fire.
Yeah.
I'm assuming because there was a third guy here. I don't know who's not in for the 26th, but it should be Barry, Frankie, into somebody. Anyways, we're live. First round, out the gates. If there's any rounds for the 26 to win, that's important. It's this
how
round.
hard Chrome. Yeah, no.
Yeah, coming in hot. TRRB only on the scoreboard. No trades, no TKs. First round. Wait.
Ouch.
I said no trades, no TKs. There was 2 TKs and maybe 1 kill. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, actually, no. One of those was to drop somebody. So actually, 1 TK. GG.
That was a beautiful double stretch from the TRRB, and then they just kind of skill checked everywhere in every position.
Yeah, perfect name spawning in. Looking, is he's the 2. Okay, it's Barry perfect into Frankie. Also, I mean, their flanks look okay, to be honest. Obviously, you know, it doesn't help they're facing arguably a top 3 contender for this league. So the 26 strong flank might not look super strong in comparison, but they can cook something up, I think. I think we'll see a flank or two, a round or 2 flank win at least from the 26th, hopefully.
Oh.
Kiting one side, getting picked on the other that they're trying to be aggressive on. Trade though. 1 to 1.
Oh my God,
26 up.
Carjacks.
26 are still up 1. Even. Up 1 again.
Wrap that for the highlights next week.
Oh,
my goodness.
This is free open melee for the 26. They have a 6v1 note. No TKs. Reform into the 6v2. Don't throw it away. Play it slow. They're gonna go in. It's looking good. Let's get this up down a little bit faster. Yep. No one falls. You know what? You mess up the up down, but they blocked on the stab prio timing that Chrome had. They struggled with the up down, but they hit the block. That's the important thing. We take those all day. Well done, 26th.
Yeah.
1 to 1.
In that early round, it didn't look like a 26th round. Big Hunk died first pretty early, but their middle stayed together and they got up downs while the TRRB spread. That was good line play from them.
No, I mean, that right flank especially, Big Hunk had a pretty good aggro there. The TRB weren't ready for it. Not giving him too much respect though. Like that Sage Mode Dave needed to aggro his guy because Big Hunk got the double block on 1 to 2 and then got stabbed by the 3. That flank needs to be there to support that type of aggression. It's a good aggression. They just need to play together.
Yep. Let's see if they keep going for this aggro play. They're playing slow, kiting on one, pushing the other. Not afraid of the TRB
solid
yet.
Play here.
Yeah, although now both flanks kind of kiting into each other. Hopefully we don't get the lawn chair play.
It's going to be a right flank win for TRRB.
Yeah, 5v1 over there and a 2v3 in the other. Turns into an up-down. Barry with the trade. Goes down immediately after, though. 1 to 2.
They had an awesome stretch. Not really stretch, but they had a little bit of a fold in the middle. And the 26 kind of were stuck in it. And the TRRB got that like man advantage that happens when you fold it up because you're behind, you're back to back in that middle. They got easy picks and they won the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's actually really nice to see that the 26 are making a good player. They're kiting a weak flank. They're trying to fight a strong flank. Sometimes they're not going to win that strong flank, but that's a solid idea. They're playing bunched up here. They're not trying to separate from Matt Bob. The biggest thing is fundamentals now. You have a solid, simple to implement game plan. You now need to make some good plays. And that's what we want to look at here. I want to look at the mid here. I want to look at the con. What are they doing while these flanks are doing their plans?
1 to 2 as these line approaches. Stomp round into stomp round into stomp round. Let's see if we can go 4 for 4. First pick for the TRRB. 3 picks on the board. This 26 flank needs to get active. They can't kite while their other flank's losing. Going down in open melee very quickly. 1v1, 2v1. Perfect name, last alive. Causing a TK. We'll give him that one. 1 to 3.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing to pull out from that round was like the initiative and the right con. They just dove, which is not something you've seen from the 26 so far. Even against such a good team like this, they went for it because they knew they had to make a mismatch.
What I want to see is that to be a little more steady. Like, you want to aggro it, you don't need to bum rush aggro, you know? I think, because I think the TRB are going to oblige to fight it. You just now have to play it better. You're not going to beat the TRB by out TRRBing them and going for a crazy dive where you get 2 kills, hit the up-down block, then hit a backstab, right? Like, you have to play this fundamentally better. You have to leverage a mismatch. You have to get an up-down. You're going to beat these guys. You have a superstar against you. Use that to your advantage. Hit the guys around him, and then you hit an up-down. It's not easy, but it's better than praying for a miracle.
Chrome Ops 8-1 as we go into this 5th round. We'll check up on him after. 26 playing slow on both sides, hoping for a mismatch to form by itself. 26 right, losing left. Need to get active again. Looks like they're going. TRB doing the same thing, winning the side, folding up, rolling up the line. 4v1, 5v1, and that is all she
My
wrote.
goodness.
A little bit of macro play here. Watch how far the TRB are spreading individually here, and they're forcing a lot of individual matchups where they have the advantage. As the 26, I feel like you want a conscious thought to condense that more, and try and make sure that you're playing a nuanced team game and not an individual skill check game.
I mean, what I saw there was it's almost as if TRRB read your mind. On that right flank for the TRRB, when they were pushing, they weren't relying on a superstar play. They stayed compact as a 4 pocket or a 5 pocket, and they found up downs for the entire time.
Yeah, 26 are playing. They're playing really disciplined right now, and it's almost too disciplined. It's like the reverse of what Voss said earlier. Earlier, a couple rounds ago they went for a couple willy-nilly target swaps. Now they're playing a little bit too slow, and it's not working out for them. They still need to find those plays somewhere. Let's see if they find them this round.
Oh, perfect name.
Yeah,
Can't
TRB
give
up
the pride
3,
of
up 4, up 5. It's all TRB on the scoreboard. It's all over the place. No TKs, I think, if I'm not mistaken this time. And they just...
My goodness.
They're good at making me eat my words. 1 TK again, a flawless round otherwise.
Listen, they gotta fix that right flank right now, and the
They
next
gotta
2
TO
rounds
this,
it's
man.
over.
They
Yeah.
gotta TO this right now and actually discuss this a little bit. Because I
They-
know the players on this team aren't bad enough that they should be just getting straight stabbed offline. But I don't think they're on the same page. If they're not on the same page, if they're on the same page, I would be genuinely surprised because it looks like there's a lot of confusion about who's doing what here.
I want to see more teamwork between Frankie McNutslap and Perfect Name at 2 and 3 on right, because they're under a lot of pressure from 4 people. So if they're not playing together, it's over.
Look how wide the spacing is here too on right, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You can play this a little more condensed.
Disconnected out of the gate. Maybe we'll see some shifting to the wall here. It looks like they will. Breaking off into a 3v3 as the round starts. The other portion of the line getting folded up, just like how their full line does, losing the 3v3. It is not going well. This, we'll call it a new strategy if they did that intentionally. They tried to bring that side to the wall, and they created 2 group fights, and the TRRB won both of them.
Call the timeout, man. Call the timeout. You've got 2. Now is a good time to use it. I think you might ponder a flank swap here. And they seem to have made a very similar thought here. So now you're going to play your strong flank versus their theoretically weaker flank. I don't think there's really that weak of a flank here. You've traded Chrome Up, Section Ducks for Rave, Matt Bob, Ender Buff, which means that you need to hit some up downs. If you can hit some up downs and work together, this is a doable flank. If you keep playing individually and trying to force into up blocks, you are not going to outblock Matt Bob, Brave, and Enderpuff.
Let's see if this flank swap plays well for them this round. Matt Bob stretching out this newly formed flank all the same. 26 trading on one side, though. Good news. However, they're still being rolled up. They're getting encircled. Backs are turned. Maybe an opportunity for
It's not bad.
open
It's
melee
not
here, though.
bad.
Yeah, not ending up too terribly. Getting
Down.
backstabbing this 2v1, though. We got to keep our heads up. The comms need to be more fresh. Cozy in a 1v2 instantly gets taken out. Carjack's getting a couple nice blocks there, but to no end.
There was hope there.
Yeah.
There was hope there for a second. It looks like 26 exited line play roughly even. There was competitive open melee, and to the TRRB's credit, the big feedback we've been giving them is don't throw the open to bad regroups, and they took no time in quickly regrouping and just leveraged numbers there. And I think the 26, whether it was a macro being unaware thing or a micro not really paying attention thing, they just got outplayed in that open.
I think the problem started before the open because they were looking at like 6 people versus 3 people in middle with a gigantic space in between them. And like Adam said earlier, they were playing too passive, too structured. They didn't go for those picks.
7-1 heading into the 9th round. TRRB doing all the same things. Oh, it's always the 2 on the 2.
Oregon.
2 on 2 action every time. Open melee not looking so hopeful for 26 this time around. 3v1, 2v1, 2v1. Sage mode looking for a hopeful backstab there. Did not work
Deer in
out.
the
1 to 8.
headlights is everyone they put on Chrome is too scared of Chrome. I don't know who they need, but it's this almost patent like innate fear they have. They must surrender the prio, and once Chrome gets that prio, he's not surrendering it to Barry. He's not surrendering it to Carjacks. He's not surrendering it to Big Hunk. You can't be too scared of this guy.
I don't even think that it's not as if they're scared. It's just they're just kind of letting him do whatever he wants. And it's not like, oh, they're running away from him. They're like tanking it. They're matching it in the kite. But they just let him get the first stab off on the 2. So it's kind of just like not blocking.
Yeah, but I mean, on the same level, it's that exact, like, you're giving him too much credit, and because you're giving him too much credit, he's free to do whatever he wants.
8-1 here. Let's see if 26 can continue to get a pick on this right flank. They do again. Instantly back into 2v1s though. Yeah. Surviving a little bit longer in other places than normal, but ends
That's 2 first
all the
picks
same.
from Warden.
Yep. Maybe they can look towards that connector because if Warden's getting that consistent pick, TRRB is making a mistake there.
This 26th right, I mean, that's the 3rd or 4th round. I don't know if they've... Yeah, at least 2 of them have been Warden. I don't know if they all have been, but the last 3 rounds, Wright has either traded or gotten the first pick, but it's... Whether it's scared or if they're just playing structured, whatever the reasoning is, because they're already, like, pre-kiting, they get the pick, and then they can't really do anything with it because they're already at a disadvantage. They're turning their backs to where they can't see the mid, and they're just so like crunched up in a ball, and they either have to push through or they're just gonna get stabbed in the back. Like the pick and then stagnating is not getting them anywhere.
Just look at TRRB speed. That's all you got to look at.
26 instantly going in on the left though, not working out well for them. Oh, causing a TK though. As I should keep my mouth shut. 1v1s all around on the left, winning 1. Frankie opting for the regroup here. Getting a 2v1.
Architect's got 2 in the corner.
This could be
Very
winnable
on
for
map
26. They have to win this 2v2. Trading even.
Has to be fast. Need to regroup this.
Another opportunity for a 2v1 map up gambling.
It's getting better. It's getting better.
Yep.
Yeah, I would really love to see the 26 try and stretch out the rate, because right now they're just getting spaced out where it's not far enough to where they're isolated, but it's not close enough to where they can work together. Send a guy to drag Chrome out. If he won't get dragged out, you up down 2. That feels like a pretty natural impulse on what to do there. And I feel, and you can tell me if I'm misreading this. I think Warden's about the only player who's really going for many aggro picks here that aren't just Hail Marys. And I think you can try and structure the con play around that. You've got a pocket of Ducks and Section as targets for him, who are generally going to be the weaker side of the mechanical gods on this team. that I think you can probably get some mileage out of, especially
Listen,
since Nugs is on
just
high.
play a game and look at how fast the ones run at the other person.
Instant clashes, picks really quickly. Chrome running the line now on one side, broken up and open melee on the other. As they all sweep to this one side in their very bright red pants. What? I didn't get a good angle of that. Did you guys see that? The last guy, he was holding a stab facing everybody, and the guy, I don't know if he intentionally missed the backstab,
No,
but
I saw it.
it looked funny.
No, they were together. They were protesting the combat.
I see. That's funny. What's that guy who just randomly popped up in XMG, Kurowski or something like that? Yeah, he says that he's like a peaceful protester, non-combatant type shit. That's him. That was for him. That was for Kurowski. Chrome 25-1. I don't know if that's the nuke. Did he die in the first round? Because he'd be 25-0 if so at this point. But you know, anyway, impressive regardless. This is quite the impact game. If you have Chrome on your fantasy, you are happy right now. Sage mode with the first pick. What will they do with it? Break off into 1v1s, losing the con, losing their ones as well. We find ourselves in the classic a lot versus a little. We're surviving in this 2v1. Barry.
That was a beautiful first pick, man. That you could not get a more vintage first pick if you had tried that. And there's no time. In the exact same way that a quarterback gets rushed with no O-line, they had no time. They had no time to look for that pass. They had no time to look for anything. They just instantly got rushed and they got sacked.
Yeah.
I think one of the big things here is that the 26th have not played, like they've had maybe 2 or 3 opens this entire match. TRRB is stepping on the gas and they're going one speed, which is I'm going to run at you as fast as possible. And they do that in open too. So if 26 are not matching that speed, they're gonna like miss timings and stuff like that. Because TRRB is speed running right now. That's what they want.
Yeah, 26 are winning this right. Hopefully, or I shouldn't say they're winning it. They're getting a consistent pick on this right. Hopefully they can convert this round. Getting picked on the left almost immediately. Trading even on the right, going down 1, and it's all over. No open melee shenanigans this time. TRRB just close it up in line phase.
Yeah, I think that was a sweep outside of Rave team killing someone. Please tell me I picked.
Not a whole lot of blocks on the scoreboard
Rave.
in general.
I picked Rave. No.
Oh, no, the one impact. They're dying too fast for him to feast.
No.
Rave's the farmer. I mean, okay, I was just going to comment
weeks.
on this, okay? And I'll talk about it like this. Rave, he's a farmer. He's good at finding those picks, but is there like I was going to say, there's not a lot of blocks on either side. Obviously, some 26 members stand out, relatively speaking, but still not a ton of blocking. Maybe they're not blocking enough even for Rave. You know what I mean? There's a floor. 26 balling up here. It's all diving in. TRRB. I don't want to say they were ready for it, but that did not work. Well, that's for sure. They did get some kills, though. They killed almost half. They killed 4 there.
Yeah, they got a lot of kills.
It may have been telegraphed, very slightly telegraphed.
Yeah, it wasn't a phalanx, but it was like it looked like they were trying almost. They just kind of bunched up.
I almost, man, I struggle. I feel like they're saying that they're outmatched doesn't do them a good job when inevitably one of them watches this back and listens to the commentary. You want to give them constructive feedback on how to avoid this. It seems now they're adopting a Hail Mary position here.
Yeah, we're pulling out the trick. Hey, you've been playing Madden. Is that... Oh. Wait.
Oh.
They're counter death balling. What are we doing here, 26? These 2 guys in the middle, they're wavering. They're wavering in the mid. They're regrouping to the right, splitting them up. TRRB all going to one side.
This is a fantastic drill for the TRRB.
Yeah, I mean, they ball up and they take all of their 10 and take the 4, getting slightly split up here. Only 1 mismatch in favor of the 26th. Their comrades come to save the day, though. 3v1 into a TK, 1v1, and then 2 3v3s incoming on the final round. If there's any round to clutch for the clip, Carjacks, it's right here. The double feint spin into the target switch. Blocks 4 blocks, dodges a kick, blocks a down stab, left punch coming in. He's dodging all the bayonets, causing a TK, throws the stab timing, and he gets finished. Oh, he gets killed by Chrome, not the Chrome's 30 and 2, 3.1 impact. If you got